So we're all aware of those programs that just do so good for people and mean so much to families in particular. And we've got 4 ladies on set today to talk about. It's an initiative, Birth to 5 Illinois, and it's making sure that that most precious population doesn't fall through the cracks. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
It's important work, so congratulations. You're like, yeah, I know, it's really, really important. So it is an initiative called it's called Birth to 5 Illinois, and I know it's broken up certain counties, and you're to take care of those certain areas. First of all, what is the program?
It's not a program, but it is an infrastructure that the state has put in place.
Right,
So
right.
Birth to 5 Illinois, we work in every community throughout the state to find out why families are not able to access the early childhood services that they need.
I was blown away at the number
Right.
of kids, not being able to take advantage of that. That's part of the reason why obviously this had to start.
Most definitely. So we cover Region 30, which is Alexander, Pulaski, Jackson, Union, and Perry counties.
Okay.
And in our 5 counties, we have over 6,700 children, and 82% of those children do not have access to services. And we also work to tell decision makers what the families need and what they feel like they need their children to thrive. So we're kind of like a bridge to connect the community with decision makers who make decisions on
That's
funding
awesome.
and things.
That's that population that they can't speak for themselves. I mean, as adults, we have to stand up, and take care of them. So it has to be rewarding work for you.
It is rewarding because, just like you said, children from 0 to 5, 90% of their brain is developed in those first 5 years.
Yes.
And if they don't have access to the services that they need, whether it's mental health, dental care, a child care slot or a pre-K slot, the families don't have those things in our region. It's really throughout the state, and not just the state, but throughout the country is having the same issues.
No doubt. Linda, speak more about those things that you guys are doing within communities and how you're seeing it make a difference.
Well, in year 1, we focused on amplifying the voice of the parents and caregivers.
Okay.
We were able to do that through focus groups, interviews, festivals, and parent events.
Nice. Okay.
With those, we were able to get feedback from our community and parents about what they need.
Okay.
And we were also able to create that relationship with the parents as well.
That's important because I think to help the whole family, to help the child, you have to help the whole family. It definitely is an initiative to do that. And Sonia, I'm glad you guys brought her along because, you're the real deal. Like, you're what we're talking about. You're a parent. So let's talk about why these type things are so important.
Well, I am a mom to 2 boys, ages 6 and 9.
Oh,
and my
goodness.
9-year-old, he was diagnosed with Down syndrome when he was born. And so, I knew that we would face some challenges, but I didn't know how hard it would be. Before the age of 3, we did have some luck. We were able to get him into the SIU Child Development Lab.
Perfect.
And they worked really good with our family.
Yeah.
After 3, that's when reality really set in for us because we had to go through the school system. I remember him having to go to 2 different schools to attend pre-K.
Right.
The first school provided the speech services that he needed, OT, and the physical therapy.
Okay.
And then the second school, he was able to socialize there.
Right. I didn't want you to misunderstand my reaction. So one of our favorite guests here on the Spiel is a young man who has Down syndrome. He's been one of our most memorable guests because it is amazing what happens when you put a child in a situation and they don't know they're any different. And that they're able to, blossom and live that life. But I do commend you for taking those steps to ensure that you're not just putting him in an environment where, okay, he's existing. We want him to thrive.
Yes.
So that's awesome. And as a mom, that's what you look for, right? Those indicators that he's doing well.
Absolutely. And I'm also a social worker, so I'm
Okay.
very resourceful. And so I'm a mama bear as well. So I ask questions, I pay attention, and if something feels off, it's time to look for something else, But
That's good advice to any parent.
I'm his biggest advocate.
Well, that's good. And we know we need, it takes people to get involved for these things to be successful. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, just like Sonia bravely shared her story, we want all community members to share their story. So, as parents, as a parent myself, I know that when we struggle, it can isolate us and we can feel alone. But knowing that others are going through the same scenarios and situations can make such a big difference.
Right.
We have our website. We have a private Facebook group where we share information, resources.
Okay.
One of the biggest things that we have gathered working in this last year is parents sharing with us that they don't know where to even go look for information.
Right.
So we're really working on that. So that is one way. And then last but not least is we send out a newsletter two times every 2 months.
Okay.
And that also has an update in our work. It also has resources, information for parents like Sonia. So definitely subscribe to those channels to be able to connect with us.
Wonderful. And birth to 5, that is the prerequisite. So all those people watching, and I know that, if it doesn't impact you directly, there's somebody that could obviously benefit. So is there anything else, ladies? It's wonderful to know in the heart of hearts, we all want to give back and we want to do more, but kudos to you all for making it, your mission at this time in life. And is there anything else you want to say or encourage that participation?
Well, I would like to add that in the spring, our interest forms will be open.
Okay.
And we are looking for representation from each county
Okay.
that would make up our Region 30.
All right. You'll be surprised at the people who are going to reach out, right? That's why you came on today. Right? Was it a good time?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, ladies. And again, if there's anything we can do to help, let us know. And now people know where to go to find out more information. So we do appreciate you coming on.
Thank
You
you
looked
for
lovely
having us.
this morning.
Thank you.
And you must bring your son to the
Yes,
show.
yes.
Because you said he would come right in and give everybody a hug.
He would. And you know what? October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. So
Okay.
I would love to come back and
Wonderful.
talk a little bit more
Let's
about
do
Down
it.
syndrome.
You see what she just did? She just secured her next slot. Thanks, ladies. And we'll be right back.